Hey guys, I'm really sorry about all of this. YouTube is being really gay with me for some odd reason and it's not letting me record it for some weird reason, so I'm having to do it as best as I can. So I'll just get straight in with the questions again. Next up is Billy. If you could ban someone from OSW, who would it be and why? I don't know who it would be. I think just now with the current crop of people that are on here, I think it's just all banter, and we like winding each other up. But I think if I would get someone banned, it would be purely because they somehow offended me or upset me in some way, and I don't, and or they said something on the group that they shouldn't have been saying, and maybe yeah. But other than that, it's a great group of guys. We just all like winding each other up. So that's that one. Is it true that you were a die-hard Hib supporter before they sent you a letter advising you to switch your support Hearts cause needed to cheering up? What? No, I think it would actually be the other way around. Hearts would tell me to go and cheer Hibs up because I live down the road, 5 minutes down the road for the Easter Road Stadium. Because Hibs are just poor pish terrible. In general, they are. So that's a load of pish. John Cena or Hulk Hogan? Neither. But if I had to choose, it would be John Cena, just purely because Hulk Hogan needs to go away and retire. He's not the 80s anymore. He can't live his glory days. He's not. It's not as I say. It's not the 80s, so he needs to go away and just spend time with his kids. Wade Barrett is in Edinburgh and requires a human arm to proceed with an experiment. Would you give your arm up for Wade Barrett? Hell no. I wouldn't give my arm up from anybody unless I was dead and I was an organ donor. Then that would be different. But hell no. But I'd be excited if it was in Edinburgh. Right, next up is Jay Hunter. Is it true that you're a bigger mark for Momo than Billy? What? I'm even going to answer that question. What match would you book for Wade Barrett at next year's WrestleMania? I'd like to see him face Undertaker. I think they need sort of like a fresh person that's never taken on the Undertaker before. I know the rumours this year were that he was supposed to be facing the Undertaker and that he was one of the reasons why he was moved to SmackDown was because Undertaker wanted to work with him. But yeah, I think that would be a good match. They need, probably Undertaker's going to retire after next year's WrestleMania anyway. So I think, get a fresh guy, someone that, has never wrestled The Undertaker before to do that. Can you list your top 5 favourite films? Notebook, Little Mermaid, Lord of the Rings, Under Siege, and Highlander. Do you play any video games? Well, I have a Nintendo Wii, and I've got like Wii Sports and Wii Resort, and I bought the Zumba game, however you pronounce it, the other last week. So I like sort of games like that, but I don't go out and buy, like the latest war game or anything like that. But I've had my Wii since 2008, and I've bought in every SmackDown versus Raw since 2008. So other than that, I don't. I just go. It depends what the game's like. I don't like the sort of like the war games or anything. I can't play any type of games. I'm rubbish at them. So it just depends what. But yeah, I do play video games. What do you think of Momo's Market? I don't even understand what that means either, so I'm not going to go there. Next up, Brendan, favourite Canadian wrestler. I'd probably go Edge, just because he's Edge, and I don't really need to explain my reasons why, because everybody loves him. So I'd probably go him or Christian. I like Christian, though I can't believe that they made him drop the title to Randy Orton 2 days after he won it. I'm not happy with that one. And female wrestler, I'd probably go with Natalia. Favourite Survivor Series, Mania, Rumble, or SummerSlam. Survivor Series would be Survivor Series 2006. I loved the Team DX versus Team Rated RKO back then, so I'd probably go for that. Mania, I'd probably go WrestleMania 23, purely because that was the first WrestleMania that I ever watched. There was WrestleMania in 17 and 18 when I first watched it in high school, but my parents wouldn't pay for it because they didn't like wrestling, so I never got to see them. My favourite Royal Rumble would be Royal Rumble 2008, and I know some people are going to sit there and go, why? But I mean, I just because back then I was a John Cena fan, and I just thought it was hilarious when he came back, and I actually knew he was coming back, but I just kept it quiet. Of Cena sucks. And SummerSlam, I probably go SummerSlam 2000. I think that was like one of the very first pay-per-views that I ever properly fully watched, and plus it has my favourite match on it as well. So They're my pay-per-views. Your opinion on Carlito? What's he done? Has he been arrested or anything like that? I don't know. But I mean, I thought he was a half decent wrestler. I liked it when he teamed him up with his brother. I thought that was really good. Although I don't like the whole spitting the apple in the face. I think that's absolutely disgusting. Um, but I think it'd be good because I know that there's is it another brother or cousin that's down training in NCW. So it'd be good if they brought him back and they'd done some type of stable sort of type thing. I think that'd be quite interesting to see. Will Randy Orton ever return to his cocky persona from around 2003-04, or will he continue to be Randy Boredom? I think now that he's basically one of the major players on SmackDown along with Christian, they're going to have to bring something in for him, because he's basically the top face on SmackDown. So they're going to have to bring some type of persona in, or people are just going to turn off SmackDown. I mean, I do like Randy Orton and whatnot, but I mean, yeah, I think they should bring it back, some of it, or turn him heel or something, because now that he's world heavyweight champion now and all whatnot, so I think they should bring some of that back. Yeah. Next up is Barry. Should Momo have a bath? I'm not going to answer that, and I do not understand your second question, so I'm not going to answer that either. Are short people dangerous or misunderstood? Okay, very random question. I think they're more misunderstood, to be honest. Just because obviously the people are probably trying to go, oh, can you see, and whatnot. And I was on a cruise a few years ago, and there was a woman who sort of ran entertainment sort of sides of things, and she was like 4 foot something. I actually originally thought she was a child when I first saw her. But I mean, she was one of the loveliest people on the ship, so I think they're mainly misunderstood. When TNA eventually folds, who should be shot first? Karen Jarrett or Karen Angle, whatever you want to call her. Just purely because the things, I'm not Kurt's biggest fans, but what she said about Kurt, I mean, I wouldn't. You might hate him, but I wouldn't go on national television and totally slate him. So, yeah, I'd probably shoot her first. Um, Next up is Barry. Who is funnier, Rodney Dangerfield or Chevy Chase? Who are Rodney Dangerfield and Chevy Chase? Never heard of either of them, so I don't have a clue. If we started an actual OSW wrestling promotion, who would you hire as head booker and why? And if you fought Carol for the OSW Women's Championship, would you be heel or face? I know this sounds biased because they already run OSW, but I'd probably go Davin or Billy, purely because we've done something similar like this on Bebo, I should say, and they done it absolutely brilliantly. Whereas I tried it one time, and I was total pish at it. So I'd probably go for them doing it. And if I'd probably be heel. To be honest, I think it's more fun playing a heel, and I know a lot of wrestlers would admit that. It's more fun being the bad guy than being the good guy. If you were making the casting for the choice for Expandables 2, which wrestler would you hire to join Solon's team, Cena or Rock? Well, I've not seen the first one, so I couldn't really tell you, but I'd probably hire The Rock, to be honest with you, just because Cena would probably get himself killed in the first 10 minutes. So I'd probably go for that. Poe, favourite wrestler? Well, currently it's Wade Barrett. Um, but I think all-time wrestler, probably Jeff Hardy. I know he's got loads of problems at the moment, but I just always loved Jeff Hardy. So probably go for him. Female wrestling wise, currently it would probably be Natalia, and all-time would be Lita. I just absolutely I've always loved her, and I've met her twice, and she's a really cool girl. So yeah, I'd probably go for them. Favourite theme song? Don't Question My Heart, the ECW theme song. I absolutely love that song. I wish they would bring it back for the promos that they do for the wrestlers, because it's just such a good song. I've actually got it on my iPod, so it's really good. I think you're Irish. What is it like being Irish? I'm not Irish. I'm Scottish, so I've no clue what it's like being Irish. Favourite footballer? Messi, definitely. He's such brilliant. I mean, speak to any other guys who watch football on here, they can tell you how genius he is on the field. But if I'm sort of David Beckham, I think he's an alright footballer. I hate all the publicity and all this pish set they have of him. And I probably, if I'm going local wise, like for my favourite football team, Hearts, I'd probably go Scatchell. If you're a Hearts fan, everybody loves him, but you probably get the likes of Kit Momo and all that saying that he's total pish and that he's a refugee and all that. That's because you're jealous that we had the best player in Scotland. Ha! Favourite colour, purple and pink and black. I've got an obsession with pink and black at the moment. As you probably can see in the background, my covers have to be pink and black. But I think that phase came round when I done the Heart Dynasty came round, and I've never gotten out of it. What candy bar would you want right now? Cadbury's Cream Egg. I love them to bits. They're so good. So I probably want that. Next up is Dino. Favourite Family Guy episode? Never watched it, so couldn't tell you. But the one episode I think I have watched was an episode where Stewie was trying to stop his parents from conceiving because he wanted to still be the baby or whatever it was. So I'd go for that episode. But I don't generally watch Family Guy, though I should because it looks absolutely hilarious. What is your favourite wrestling belt ever? I know this sounds biased because I'm a girl, but probably the Women's Championship. When I was a kid, watching wrestling, I grew up and always had dreams about winning that belt, so I'd probably go for that. Have you seen 4 yet? No, I've not, but I do want to go and see it. I like, the X-Men, Marvel comic movies, so I want to go and see it, yeah, and plus it's got Kim Hyde from Home and Away in it, so that's a bonus. Would you win? Who would win, the Old Nexus or the Union? Which is Tess, Shamrock, Mankind, Big Show. I'm probably going to stick with Old Nexus purely because I never watched WWE back when the Union was around, so I couldn't tell you what they were like or who would win in that. But I'd probably stick with Nexus purely because I know what they're like. Favorite wrestling match ever? I've got two favourite matches actually. The first one would be the steel cage match, not the steel cage match. Sorry, I'm talking rubbish here. Would be the TLC match from SummerSlam 2000. I just absolutely love that match to bits. I actually watched it a few weeks ago, and compared to the Christian Del Rio match at Extreme Rules, the TLC match is total carnage. I don't even think they knew what they were doing. It was just like, let's throw a ladder at you, let's throw a chair hit you with a chair. Whereas the Del Rio Christian match, you could clearly tell that it was totally tamed. My other favourite match is Miz and Morrison versus Rey Mysterio and Evan Bourne from an episode of Monday Night Raw. I just absolutely loved that match. I thought it was because I'm a really I love high flying, so I really loved that match to bits. Plus, that match aired the day of my 21st birthday, so it's the reason why I think I love it so much as well, because it was a brilliant match and it was on my birthday as well, so it was really cool. Caroline, hey babes, hey. What was your favourite PPV of all time? Um, Probably go WrestleMania 23. I'm going to stick with that one. Your best movie ever is The Notebook. I absolutely love The Notebook to bits. But for the guys out there, I'd probably go something like Under Siege. I absolutely love that movie as well. Steven Seagal rules. Who's the hottest guy in wrestling? Wade Barrett, of course. David, who would you have Karma feud with at WWE at present? I think really the only divas who could take her on are Beth Phoenix and Natalia. The rest of them totally just get squashed unless they triple teamed her or something like that. Male wise, I think you could shove her in there with any guy and it would probably be a good match. If John Cena is still champion at WrestleMania and defeats The Rock, will it be the end of the Die Hard era for Die Hard fans? I think it would be, but I don't really see Cena retaining it. I really don't. Um, I mean, come on, you're facing The Rock at WrestleMania. I don't see The Rock losing in that match. I mean, it depends what his contract says and how long he's willing to hang around and whatnot. But yeah, I don't see Cena retaining at WrestleMania. If you were allowed to use any WWE WWF theme tune to enter a charity event, what would it be and why? I'd probably use Lita Just Feels Right tune. I absolutely love that tune. I just always used to think it was a cool beat, so I think it would be cool just entering in for that. Next up is Jeffrey. Do you think Santino will ever have the chance to be WWE champion or World Heavyweight champion?